You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog, so the day that you finally pop off, you'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment. That's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I'll give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. 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 Run it up.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah.
The calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Today, we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the New York Giants and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll run it. This is James Robinson. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Lawrence will throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle.
They're looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On second down, Taylor's throw incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Play action, it's Taylor. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Dee Ford that time showing what he can do defensively. Credit him with a tackle for loss. On 2nd and 12, Taylor. And that is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Taylor. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Gano's kick is good, and the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charge. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
From the 27, Lawrence. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Steps away. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And the Jaguars are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. On 3rd down, Lawrence. Here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Brian Poole. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Still a few inches short of the first down as they come up now on second down. Three 3-0 after one on EA Sports. A good position to be in here, second and inches. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Play action, now Taylor. And his throw's going to be incomplete. These two teams, the Jags and Giants, two lowest scoring teams in the NFL last year in 2021. The Jags 14.9 points a game. Giants only slightly better, 15.2. Now, by comparison, you think about the Cowboys, they led the league 31.2 points per game. So more than both of these two clubs combined. Here's Taylor. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. A run between the tackles with Cohen. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from his strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
On third and goal, Taylor. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Tariq Cohen, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point try good by Gano, and the lead grows to 10-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 33. After the interception, here's Taylor. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Up the middle with Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now it's Taylor. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 26. A handoff, Barkley running left. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark it down at the 9. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
On second and goal, Taylor flush to his right. Open man, he's got him. It's Tony for a giant touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On second and 9, Lawrence. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9. Now Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
And they're going to get this down about the 37. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Catch is made by Hurd. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Rotates ETN along the sideline. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Here's Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars! Travis Etienne in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did, that time for a loss.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down. They go play action with Taylor. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the third.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
On first down, right back to Etienne. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
They go play action now. Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he is going to lose yardage here. Third down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Colin Saunders drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1, and, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but just show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's Taylor to throw. Buying time to his left.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off, and they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Etienne.
And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is...
And he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne
with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Jaguars have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
They'll try and run it right. But he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
68 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. it again with Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. On the draw, this is Cohen. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but not from the spot. Actually, no gain. So 3rd and long. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Taylor will throw. And that is incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. With the football changing hands here as this offense takes a field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
2nd and 11. Now Lawrence. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Here's Lawrence. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And Barkley will try to punch it in, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. Another try for Barkley, and he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Barkley. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. Gano's kick is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Fields it right around the goal line. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
They're going to run it left. But he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. Oh, did the Jags get this? Yes, Jags football. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Giants, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos.
I'm the best, and the best, and you know. And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get my go, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, I'm the best, and the best, and you know. And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold, for the park and they know I'm impressive. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my boy heavy. I'm the best, and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call it. Working big, and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a know it, Mr. Know I got him running to it. I'ma need to pull the milk before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run a like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, and the best, and you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, and I go. If I touch it, then it's cold, I'm the best, and the best, and you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, and I go. If I touch it, then it's cold, Top dog like I manage. I'm the really damaged. I came out and make the channel froze. I'm really who the panel chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name her who got a better flow. She can hang it up just like a telephone. Stick me up with the cost 10K to let it come see it. Hands down here, make it come treat it. Spin, make it come beat it. I want the new in the machine out. Jewelry be called like the temperature zero. I'm the hardest, they call me the hero. Heavenly, then they know what I be on. I'm the best, and the best, and you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, and I go. If I touch it, then it's cold, I'm the best, and the best, and you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, and I go. If I touch it, then it's cold,
touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. I hope y'all can nest double E, cause I need your eyes on me. Cause once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Can to make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. And you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen, Captain? I'm strapped in, no I'm not crazy, I'm just tapped in. Hungry like I'm fasting, I'm about that action, no slacking. Well I'm sorry Miss Jackson, cause here come the pain. No one to call up for help, no one to blame but yourself. You should've known better, however you did it, so we had to come ring your bell. Like I need a ward, wait until I score, make it rain till it pour. I'm a dog on force, put in work like a chore till I'm underneath the floor, in the trenches like a war. If they wanna give them more, when I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 4th down, 4 yards, put it all on the line. I am not worried cause it is our time. I hear the crowd in the background, man, they just wanna see me shine. For the hell of it, it's irrelevant. You lacking the intelligence to make it make sense. We gon' manifest whatever we came to get. That's a little money and a trophy and nothing they call respect. We don't care who the best, we don't worry who was next. We gon' put them boys to rest like a 10 feet of bed. I'm ahead of the rest like I came without a net. They gon' say it under breath, I'ma say it with my chest. I got it wrapped like a toga, put the whole team on my shoulders. Hold up, wake these boys up, call me Folger, soldier. Flow feeling colder, some call it polar. You don't wanna box me, I'm feeling cocky. Hair stocky, leave him floppy, face naughty. Talking all aki, think he big poppy, then I'll chop him down like karate. I see none of you here can stop me. It's obvious, you too sloppy, cheap copy. I'm Rocky, leave his eyes all glossy, but in the end zone is where you can spot when I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world, I ain't never sell my soul. This is God-given, so I thank him as I go. Hate to sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, show you gon' see. Yeah, God power from my head and my feet. Yeah. This colossal, what I say is gospel. I cook this with love, they gon' eat it up and swallow me. I'm from the ghetto, babe. Seen bodies in the streets before I could tweet. I came from nothing, I turned a mustard seed into a million. In the discussion, had a TED talk with the higher me, show me how to run it up. I need all my cheese. Every day that I wake up, I'm pinching myself, can't believe that I'm really me. Popping shows in New Zealand, boy, you is not eating, man. We do not play in the same league. I gave my mama some racks and she asked me if I'm selling. I said, mama, please. If I was, do you think I'd let you know? Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. This is God-given, so I thank her as I go. This gon' sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Yeah, got power from my head to my feet. Yeah, run up on me, maybe so you gon' see. Yeah. I did not chase, I just attract. What you put in, you get back. I'm screaming Campbell, then still hit the dancing and wherever I'm at. Feel like a champion, mamba mentality. I am the masterpiece, life is the crap. Deep love me and I can't resist it, but I'm only guilty of slipping too fast. Life is by legacy, what lies ahead of me, helping to get peace with this past. Little bitty regular that I pack, 007 before you react. Don't think twice, my only advice for my granddad before he passed. Look to the stars, look at the sky at night. Tell me that heaven ain't black on everything I love. Try not to brag till you bring it up. Tunnel vision, block opinions, and I can give but think of us. Duck, jab, hooks in it through the roof with an uppercut. Tell the truth, shut the devil up. In the booth, I'm untouchable. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, so you gon' see. Yeah, got power from my head and my feet. Yeah. Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate. Full from all of the bass. My ace boom goon, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm beyond Sanders on haters. This ice bucket dropping over their head with it. They should have cred with it. You either fight or flight. I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stocked my bare kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered. I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The Alpha and Omega promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the south out my city. You probably wouldn't make it. Oh yeah, yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam. I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day. I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel that probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertips like I'm Thanos. Knocking doors down, no bangles. Without a Kango, tailor-made. Walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe combination needed, not a coca key. I'm the extra lighter on the dresser. I know you need it, smoking out the competition, pouring up, we undefeated. What you heard, let you heard, we eating, talking about extra with a splash, extra acting bad. Pull it like parades on parades, extra with the slab. Pay what it cost for the tab, extra with the bag. Young Cruiser King, better add extra on the. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra.
Come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I'll pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds in the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, they close, I'm that shine of the light. I can make an earthquake nervous. I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shade, peaceful night, and still my breath is a storm, I bet. I can make the thunder clap when I perform. It's just that in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. I make the moon blue. I make him pigs fly. Now I move mountains. I would have beaten the heart of a crash test dummy. I'm more so astounded. Yeah. Look up and beam to the stars so you impossible. Impossible, impossible.
My God, oh God, this is on a God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better. Why these tell me? You can join the journey, you is worthy. Just allow me, no. Kicking down your door. Bloodsuckers, I see this industry is filled with shit. People that pretend to be something that they will never be. Oh my, I just need some little old peace of mind. The sons of kings, the bulls, the gods. The moon, the light, the fools, the fox. My God, oh God, this is on a God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes, baby.
I can never be controlled. Let them know. 500 helicopters driving me gonzo. But they want you just to envy. Let them see it. I'm the first to say it, now it's time you just believe it. I got too many fakes, made lots of foes. These people cold. Talk down your dreams because they know they can't come close. Don't shake no hands, they'll steal your friends. I walk alone. I see false idols, other titles. You need to grow.
Have you lost your mind? But I ain't like the others no more. God, I'm learning lessons as I go. You're only wasting time. Tell the devil there's a door. Praying God is only trying to test me for the glory of my